Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. SJ here for High Council Customs. Today I've got an Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. This is old Ben Kenobi's from episode 4, A New Hope. This is a Korbanth K4 lightsaber. Now, this is actually up for sale on my Etsy page. The link will be in the description here, and this video will also be linked to the forums and on my Instagram, so this is up for sale if anybody's interested. I've got a custom weathered grenade, so we'll go through aesthetic purposes first, or all the details on it. So I'll start with the grenade. This originally comes anodized black, so what I did was took a real fine grit sandpaper and just kind of sanded it down to give it that little roughed on the edges. And then I took a wire brush with gold, or with coppers and rust colors, and just kind of rubbed it in there to make it look a little rusty, just to give it that rustic look. Old Ben's been in the desert for 20 years. His saber's got to look it. And I'll move up here to the brass neck. This is actual brass that comes on the K4 kit. And what I've done is I've weathered it with vinegar overnight. Soaked it in vinegar for 24 hours, and it gives it that nice aged brass. You can kind of see it there, and looks really neat. And then I just painted this part down here and the edge here of the wind vane black. Moving up to the emitter. This originally comes anodized black in the K4 kit, so I took a real fine grit sandpaper, sanded it down to give it a nice little weathered look. Nice and clean. Looks really good. And then I just painted the edge here. This comes with a custom blade plug. Moving on down, we've got the clamp area, weathered with a matte finish. A little bit of the rust paint. You can kind of see it, just to give it that old-fashioned, old look. Now with this part down here, the booster section, I did the exact same thing to that as I did with the grenade. So I just kind of roughed the edges and then took the coppers and rust colors and kind of brushed them in there. And then down to the pommel, the same thing. Just weathered the corners. Looks nice and old. A little dirty. Got your holes for the sound. And now, these are your two switches right here. This is your activation switch and your aux switch. So let's go ahead and fire this up. It's already been booted up, so that's just the activation. And lockout. This is running a Tri-Cree Blue, White with a Prizm version 5 soundboard. I've got 6 custom sound fonts on here, all Obi-Wan inspired, old Ben. So let's unscrew this to reveal the chassis. So here's the chassis. We've got a crystal chamber, and this is 18 karat gold. This crystal chamber is 18 karat gold. So that's very nice. Very pleasing to look at. You got your SD card in here. There's the end of the soundboard, and there's the SD card. Your speakers right in here. And then you've got a 2.1mm recharge port. And this, I will include a charger with it as well. So it's a brand new charger, not even out of the box yet. Nice and loud. It's a 20 millimeter bass speaker. It's a very awesome hilt. And then this just screws back on. And then to access the blade, just unscrew this. And then there's your blade retention screw right there. So it's hidden. I've got a hidden blade retention screw. I'll include a little Allen wrench. See if I can do this on camera. There we go. And there's the custom blade plug. So your LED is right in there, so it's direct into the blade, no shining through the thin neck sabers on like Saber Forge and that. So we have direct LED right in there. There is a screw down here, you can kind of see it right there. That's what holds the heatsink in place, so that's not going anywhere. So that's a nice little feature. And then this just screws back on. It's hard to do behind the camera. There we go. Let's head to get it started. Alrighty. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go through the sound fonts and just demonstrate the boot sounds.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
So that's Revenge of the Sith inspired font.
You can't win, Darth.
And his duel with Darth Vader.
And the Force is what gives the Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us, penetrates us, it binds the galaxy together.
That's a neat font. This one's actually a training box, so when you turn it on, you can hear the training bot. It's a neat little font.
See? I call it luck. In my experience, there's no such thing as luck.
The neat little features with that sound font. It gives you Obi-Wan talking in the background. I like that one. That one's really cool.
Obi-Wan. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
So another Old Ben inspired font.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
This is actually a really cool font too. This one's called Hermit. I'm not sure who it's by, but it's supposed to be like Obi-Wan at his hut, thinking back on the events of what happened in Revenge of the Sith with Anakin's betrayal. So it's kind of like desert sounds. That one's really cool. Thought that one was neat.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
This is the one we started on. So this is a real nice crisp font. I like this one. This is basically just a basic lightsaber font. So that's pretty much it for this. This saber is for sale up on my Etsy right now. And it comes with this display plaque and stand too. So I will be including this, the charger, retention screw, and blade plug. You get all this with it. So hope you guys like it, and see you next time.